Let's discover the top 7 gems of Komodo National Park, how to reach it, how much it costs, and where to stay. A few weeks ago, me and my friends Marie were been invited to sail a few days in Flores in Komodo National Park, which is one of the most beautiful national parks in Indonesia. Unfortunately, the things didn't really go as expected, but I will show you what's happened during the video. The first location that you can't miss is KELOR Island and its view on the mainland. After only 5 minutes hike, you will reach like the top of this small island and you have an amazing view over the mainland. But actually those 5 minutes are really intense due to the heat. So please remember to take a bottle of water with you. Super important, wear a hat and a lot of sunscreen. The good part of it is that when you hike down, there are some shelters around where you can actually buy some coconut, buy some food, as well as jump inside the water, which is not really refreshing, but still it's super crystal and you can also snorkel there. The second spot that you have to visit is MENJERITE, and basically it's like an island with a long wooden bridge that crosses the water, and basically you're gonna snorkel around that area and it's very nice. And it's actually also the time where all our bad luck started. So Mary just crashed her drone into the water and now they're asking for someone to go to rescue it because we need like bomb of water to go under because it's very high, so let's hope. But I still recommend to stop at this place. The third spot you have to see is KALONG Island, and you will stay actually on the boat admiring one of the most incredible experiences ever. And you have to arrive at this place at sunset because what's gonna happen is that thousands of flying monkey, which is the biggest type of bat, will take off at sunset from this KELOR Island in order to look for food, and you will have all the sky filled with huge bats. And it's an incredible experience because usually in a Komodo National Park the sunset itself is already something else, like the color is like wow. But when you see the sky filled with those like flying huge thing, you're like, am I even in planet Earth? The fourth spot that you probably already see some in Instagram or in internet or in some national park documentary is PADAR Island. You can't come to Komodo and don't hike PADAR Island, even though it's only like 20 minutes hike. And I also think there is no boat tour that will skip it anyway. The Pink Beach is based on Rinca Island, which is the island that hosts the most of the Komodo dragons around the Komodo National Park. In fact, we were approaching the island, we saw one of them just lazy walking on the beach, and our captain said that it wasn't 100% safe to go on the Pink Beach at that time. But then this dragon just went inside the mainland and we were able to approach the Pink Beach and just chill there. And actually what I love the most about the Pink Beach is not only the Pink Beach itself, but the fact that there is the contrast of the pink with the bluish of the water and the lush green of the island, and it's like, I don't know, like an explosion of color, and it reminds me so much about the Powerpuff Girls, like Molly, Dolly and Lolly. I don't know if you know it, but they make my childhood. The sixth spot, and probably also the most important in terms of reason why people visit Komodo National Park, is the Komodo Island itself. Komodo Island is the island where there are a lot of rangers because in the island it's full of Komodo dragon. I love lizard and I love huge lizard. I actually have a gecko here tattoo on my back because I really like them. But the fact is that the Komodo dragon is a very special lizard because it's like the biggest one on planet Earth, and it literally looks like a dinosaur. And when you see two Komodo dragon fights, you're like, oh my god, I am in Jurassic Park, literally. And the problem with Komodo dragon is that they're really subtle hunters. So they actually don't go there to the prey and, you know, like eat them alive, whatever. No, they come to the prey, they bite it, and then since their saliva is full of bacteria, they wait until the prey pass out, they follow her until that time, and then when it's passed out, okay, they're gonna eat it. So this is the main characteristic of the Komodo dragon itself. Takamakasar is the 7th spot you should visit if you are in Komodo National Park, but it's not 100% sure your boat tour will brings you there. When I went the first time, we haven't had the opportunity to visit, but with the second time, since it was more a private tour, we were able to visit this incredible piece of sand. Takamakasar is not only incredible because of the white sandbar, but actually the underwater world is the most alive that I've ever seen in my life. All the corals are so colorful, and fishes, starfishes, and other marine life is literally vibing all around. It's also very possible to see turtles, and if you are lucky and you go on the deeper water, you will also see the manta rays. Super important tip, please don't expose yourself too much under the sun. Almost everybody on my boat got sunstroke. I threw up the whole night, I was extremely sick. My friend, she got not only seasick, but as well like high fever, that our captain was considering to take a boat and bring her back to the mainland that night. Thankfully, we didn't do that, but again, if you can, I mean, even if you can't, just make sure to cover your head and don't expose yourself too much under the sun. In order to reach Komodo National Park from Bali, you have to take a flight and land in Labuan Bajo, which is in Flores. The cost of the flight for both ways is around 1.5 million, and if you have the booster of your vaccine, you don't need to do anything. In case you don't have the booster, you still have to do a PCR test. The cost of Komodo National Park is a little bit confusing to me, because when you start to do on this boat tour, usually you pay an amount of money and then you just hop from island to island basically, because it's a national park made of islands. And then when you reach PADAR Island, there you're gonna pay 150,000 Indonesian rupiah, which cover the entrance of the PADAR Island, but it seems as well also about the whole national park. But if you don't visit PADAR Island, nobody else is asking you money. So I'm not really sure, but if you go to Komodo National Park anyway, you will go to PADAR Island, so make sure to have with you at least 150,000 Indonesian rupiah for paying the entrance. Since you will probably land in Labuan Bajo around morning, afternoon-ish, you will have to spend a night in Labuan Bajo before taking the morning boat to start your boat tour. For a low budget, I would definitely recommend the hostel, which also has private room called Labuan Bajo. It's nothing fancy, but it's great to spend a night in there. And there is also a small restaurant where they also sell beers, and you can meet a lot of people. Instead, for a medium kind of budget, check out Siesta. And it seems to land in Santorini basically when you enter into this place. They got a double room, but as well as dorm divided in male and female, and it has an incredible rooftop bar which is facing the sea together with the sunset, and it has a pool, and I don't know, the whole creation is just amazing. Also, their food is super good. As I said, Komodo National Park is a national park made of different islands, so the only way to explore it is by sailing it with a boat. We sailed with Easy Holiday boat tours, and it was a lovely experience. The tour itinerary was amazing, but due to the sunstroke and as well as a heavy rain that appears, we have to stop the tour one day in advance. Actually, also the last time that I was here was super sunny the whole day. Sometimes I wonder if it actually ever rains here. On the boat there are like 5 cabins, there is a paddleboard, there are like life jackets, free coffee, tea, I mean all the meals basically are included. And I really like their food too, which is a mix between Indonesian and sometimes slightly Western. The only thing I didn't like it was our last breakfast.
What's the purpose of having like... What is even a pancake with banana with a sandwich on top? With mayo, ketchup, and a tomato.
Oh, it's the best. I have a pancake. I've been waiting a long time.
To wrap up, I will say that Komodo National Park is a place that you have to visit if you have at least like 4 spa days during your Indonesian travel. The cost for boat tour might vary really a lot, but my tip is to book it when you are in Labuan Bajo, because if you book it in Bali, the cost will be much more. I hope you enjoyed this Komodo guide, and I will leave you with some behind the scenes, and in the meantime I wish you an amazing week and see you next Sunday. Bye bye!
Good morning, it's 5 a.m. and we are about to climb PADAR Island. I think I wake up around 3. I mean, it was nice to sleep because like the boat is kind of cuddling you, like squish squish. But then at 3 I woke up and I wasn't really able to sleep anymore. How did you sleep, Marie?
It's okay.
That's the answer.
Yeah. They say that I'm gonna have a stroke, but I don't believe so. I just think that I get burned pretty easily. I'm definitely burned.
Sarah, il y a une tempête. There's a storm. I got woken up because it was raining on my face. Oh my god.
It's here? Oh my god!
Thank you so much. Ah!